My wife said, "I'm taking the kids to my mother's for good. Don't follow us." I replied, "Drive safe." Then I called my lawyer and froze our joint assets. When she tried to use her cards at the gas station 200 miles away, reality hit hard. I, 35 male, am sitting in my empty house, kids' toys still scattered around, trying to process what just went down. My wife Bianca, 33, just tried to kidnap our children. Yeah, I'm using that word because that's what my lawyer called it. Been married 9 years, 2 kids, Luna, 7, and Oscar, 5. I work in logistics management, make about $85K. Bianca works part-time as a dental hygienist, brings in maybe $30. Not wealthy, but we manage, or managed. Things have been rocky for about a year. Not gonna lie and say I'm perfect. I work long hours, probably don't help enough with the kids, but we were in counseling working on it, or so I thought. Yesterday morning, I wake up to Bianca packing the kids' stuff. Big suitcases, toys, everything. "What's going on?" I asked. She didn't even look at me. "I'm taking the kids to my mother's." "For the weekend?" "For good. This isn't working. The kids need stability." "Wait, what? We need to talk about this." She finally looked at me, cold as ice. "There's nothing to talk about. I'm their mother. I know what's best. Don't follow us." "Bianca, you can't just take our kids." "Watch me, and don't try anything stupid. My mom's boyfriend is a cop." Her mom lives 400 miles away in another state. The boyfriend? Security guard at a mall, but whatever. Luna came running up excited. "Daddy, we're going to Grandma's." "That's nice, sweetheart." Kept my voice calm, kissed both kids goodbye, told them I loved them. Bianca loaded them in her SUV, looked at me one more time. "Don't make this harder than it needs to be." "Drive safe," I said. She seemed surprised I wasn't fighting, smirked, and drove off. The second her car turned the corner, I called my lawyer, not the nice family lawyer we used for our wills, the shark my divorced coworker recommended, Dex Morrison. "She took the kids and says she's not coming back," I explained. "Did she say where?" "Her mother's. Different state." "Stop talking. Office, now. Bring every financial document you have." Within 2 hours we'd filed emergency custody motion, parental kidnapping report, crossing state lines without custody agreement, motion to freeze joint assets, she can't empty accounts while stealing kids. The judge signed the asset freeze immediately. All our joint accounts, frozen. Credit cards linked to joint accounts, suspended. Can't touch them without court approval. "What about her personal card?" I asked Dex. "Is it tied to your joint accounts for payment?" "Yeah, auto pay from joint checking." "Then it's frozen too. She'll find out when she tries to use it." 3 hours after she left, I get a call. Unknown number. "What did you do?" Bianca screaming. "Where are you?" "At a gas station. My cards aren't working. The kids are hungry." "Are you about 200 miles away? Off the interstate?" "How did you? Your phone location is still sharing with me." "Forgot to turn that off, didn't you?" Silence. "Come home, Bianca, with the kids. We'll work this out properly." "I'm not coming back. My mom will wire me money." "Sure. But you should know there's an emergency custody hearing Monday morning. If you're not there, it won't go well for you." "You can't do this." "I didn't do anything. You took our children across state lines without my consent and without a custody agreement. The court did this." She hung up. That was yesterday. This morning, she called again. Update 1. The entitlement has reached astronomical levels. Bianca made it to her mother's house using money her mom wired. But that's where her plan fell apart. Dex had worked fast. By the time she arrived, the local police had already been notified about the parental kidnapping report. They couldn't arrest her, no custody order yet, but they made it clear she was on their radar. Monday's emergency hearing was beautiful. Bianca appeared via video link, thinking she'd cleverly avoided coming back. Judge Hammond was not amused. "Mrs. Thornton, you unilaterally removed the children from their home, school, and father without any legal authority. Explain yourself." "I'm their mother. I know what's best for them." "That's not how this works. Mr. Thornton has equal parental rights." "But he works all the time. I'm the primary caregiver." Dex presented my case. Steady job, family home, kids' school, and friends all here. Bianca had her mom's house and entitlement. Judge's temporary order, kids to be returned within 48 hours. Temporary 50-50 custody, pending full hearing. Bianca can't remove kids from the county without written consent. Joint assets remain frozen until division determined. Bianca lost it. This is sexist. Mothers always get the kids. Not when they kidnap them, Judge Hammond replied. But here's where Bianca doubled down. Instead of bringing the kids back, she enrolled Luna in school there. Posted on social media about starting fresh and protecting my babies from their toxic father. I screenshot everything. Wednesday, she called crying. Please unfreeze the accounts. I need money for the kids. Bring them home first. I can't. I already told everyone here we're staying. That's not my problem. Her mother, Gladys, called next. How dare you financially abuse my daughter? How dare your daughter kidnap my children? She's their mother, and I'm their father. Equal rights, remember? You're traumatizing those babies. By wanting them home, in their own beds, at their school? She called me words I won't repeat. Thursday morning, Dex called. She just filed for emergency spousal support and full custody in her mom's state. Can she do that? She can try. Won't work. Our state has jurisdiction. Kids lived here their whole lives. But it shows she's not planning to comply with the court order. So what now? Now we file for contempt. She's violating a direct court order. That's jail time. I don't want her in jail. I just want my kids back. Then she better bring them back. I called Bianca. You have 24 hours to bring the kids home, or Dex files contempt charges. You wouldn't dare. You'd traumatize our kids by having their mother arrested? You're traumatizing them by ripping them from their lives. 24 hours. She hung up. 20 hours later, she pulled into our driveway. Kids ran out, hugging me. Luna was crying. Daddy, I missed you. Mom said we were never coming back. Oscar wouldn't let go of my leg. Bianca stood there, arms crossed. Happy now? I'm happy my kids are home. This isn't over. You're right. See you at the full custody hearing. Update 2. Bianca's been living at her friend Carmela's apartment since returning. Gets the kids every other week per the temporary order. But she's been playing dirty. First, she told the kids I was the reason they couldn't stay at Grandma's. Luna came home asking why I hate Grandma. Had to explain that I love Grandma, but kids need to stay where they live, go to school, have friends. Then she tried to turn the school against me. Told Luna's teacher I was financially controlling and to call her if they needed anything for Luna. Teacher called me confused. The emergency contact list still had me as primary, but the real manipulation came through money. Even with the assets frozen, she had her part-time income. Started buying the kids expensive stuff during her weeks. New iPads, bikes, toys, everything they mentioned wanting. Oscar came home saying, Mom's house is more fun. She buys us stuff. I stayed calm. That's nice, buddy. We have fun here too, right? Yeah, but Mom says you're mean with money. Called Dex. She's trying to buy them. Document everything. Judge won't like parental alienation. The full custody hearing was set for next month. Bianca hired Regina Winters, known for playing dirty in custody cases. Regina's first move, filing a motion claiming I was economically abusing Bianca by keeping assets frozen. The hearing for that was yesterday. Regina argued Bianca needed access to funds for the children. Dex countered with Bianca's credit card statements from her personal account, $3,000 in 2 weeks on toys and unnecessary items. Your Honor, she's trying to buy the children's affection while claiming poverty, Dex stated. Judge Hammond reviewed the statements. Mrs. Thornton seems to have sufficient funds for a $400 rainbow unicorn playset. The children needed enrichment activities, Regina argued. They have a swing set at Mr. Thornton's house. Dex noted. Motion denied. Assets stay frozen. After court, Bianca confronted me. You're destroying our family. You destroyed it when you tried to kidnap our kids. I was protecting them. From what? From growing up in a loveless home. So your solution was to traumatize them? Regina pulled her away, but not before Bianca said, I'll make sure you never see them again. Dex heard that. Thank you for the ammunition, Mrs. Thornton. Last night I tucked Luna in. She asked, Daddy, why does Mom say you're trying to take us away? I'm not, sweetheart. I just want you to have both parents. Mom says she should have us all the time because she's the mom. What do you think? She thought about it. I love you both. I don't want to choose. You don't have to. That's why judges help figure it out. Mom says judges are mean to moms. The poisoning runs deep, but I'm documenting everything. Update 3. Everything exploded this week. Bianca's desperation hit new levels. She filed a false CPS report claiming I was neglecting the kids. Said I leave them home alone, never happened. Don't feed them properly, they eat better than I do, and the house is unsafe. CPS showed up Tuesday. I was at work, kids at school. Called Dex immediately. Let them inspect, be cooperative. You have nothing to hide. Inspector walked through the house, fully stocked fridge, clean rooms, safety gates, still up from when Oscar was younger, forgot to remove them. She checked with the school, kids always arrive clean, fed, homework done. Mr. Thornton, this appears to be a custody dispute weapon. I've seen it before. The report will reflect no concerns. But Bianca wasn't done. Thursday, she picked the kids up for her weekend and didn't take them to school Monday. School called me. Mrs. Thornton said they were sick and she's keeping them for extended care. Called Bianca. No answer. Called Gladys. They're fine. Bianca's taking care of them. She's violating the custody order. Again. Oh please, she's their mother. Dex filed emergency contempt charges. Judge Hammond was done. Mrs. Thornton, this is your second violation. Return the children immediately or face arrest. But they're sick. Then provide medical documentation. She couldn't, because they weren't sick. Kids returned that evening. Luna told me Mom said they were having a mental health week. Yesterday was the big custody hearing. 4 hours of testimony. Bianca's attorney argued I was controlling and absent. Dex presented, CPS report clearing me. School attendance records, kids missed 6 days during her weeks, 0 during mine. Police reports from the kidnapping attempt. Testimonies from teachers about the kids' stability. Bank records showing I'd paid 100% of kids' expenses for 3 months while assets were frozen. Then Dex played his ace. Your Honor, we'd like to submit Mrs. Thornton's social media posts. Regina objected. Overruled. Post after post about Mama Bear protecting cubs. Fathers who weaponize courts. And my favorite, a photo of the kids at her mom's with the caption, Where we belong, away from toxic influence. Judge Hammond looked at Bianca. Mrs. Thornton, you've shown repeated disregard for court orders, attempted parental alienation, and false accusations. You're clearly not prioritizing the children's stability. The ruling, primary custody to me. Bianca gets every other weekend, supervised for first 3 months. She pays child support based on state calculator. Assets unfrozen, but she must pay my legal fees from her portion. She cannot remove children from county without written consent. Must complete parenting classes. Bianca screamed, actually screamed in court. You can't take my babies. I'm not taking them, Mrs. Thornton. I'm ensuring they have stability. Your actions have consequences. Regina tried to calm her. Bianca pushed her away. This is your fault. You said I'd win. Had to be escorted out by security. Final update. It's been 3 months since the custody ruling. Time to close this chapter. Bianca fought the ruling for about a month, filed appeals, claimed bias, even tried to get Judge Hammond recused. All denied. Reality finally hit when the first child support payment was due, $450 a month. Not much, but to someone living on $30K who just had to pay $8,000 in legal fees, it stung. She moved back in with Gladys. The supervised visit started rough. She spent the first one crying, telling the kids how unfair everything was. Supervisor shut that down quick. Second visit, she tried to quiz them about my house, my schedule, if I had any new friends. Supervisor reported it all. By the 3rd month, something shifted. Not maturity. Bianca doesn't do personal growth, but practicality. She realized fighting was expensive and futile. The kids have adjusted. Luna stopped asking why Mom was mad at me. Oscar stopped crying at exchanges. They're in therapy, court ordered for both, and the therapist says they're doing well. Last week was interesting. Bianca called about Oscar's birthday next month. Can I take him to dinner? Just me and him? Supervised? Yes, I know the rules. Then yes, thank you. Pause. Rex, I still think you're wrong, but I want to see my kids. That's all I wanted too, Bianca, for them to have both parents. You won. Nobody won, but the kids are safe and stable. That's what matters. She hung up without another word. Gladys still sends me nasty texts monthly. I don't respond. Carmela apparently told people I'm abusive. I don't care. The truth is in court documents. My favorite moment came last month. Luna had a school project about heroes. She wrote about me. Not because I'm perfect, but because Daddy makes sure we're safe and loves us even when things are hard. Bianca saw it at the school display. The supervisor said she stared at it for a long time, then walked away without commenting. My lawyer fees totaled $12,000. Bianca's were $8,000 plus my fees. The asset division gave her $35,000 from our savings. After legal fees, she had $15,000 left. She'd started with the plan to take everything and the kids, ended with less than half, and supervised weekends. The house is quieter during her weekends. I use the time to meal prep, clean, and honestly, just breathe. Dating isn't even on my radar. My kids need stability, not more chaos. Bianca's supervised period ends next month. Dex says she'll probably petition for more time eventually. Maybe she'll get it if she keeps following rules. Maybe not. That's for future courts to decide. Last night, tucking Oscar in, he said, "Daddy, Mom seemed sad last time." Sometimes adults get sad, buddy. Is it my fault? Never. Adult problems are never kids' fault. Mom used to say you made her sad. What do you think now? He shrugged. I think Mom makes herself sad. 5-year-old wisdom. I'm not sharing this for sympathy or validation. Just want other parents to know. Document everything. Don't retaliate, just respond legally. Courts care about kids' stability, not gender. And sometimes when someone says they're taking your kids and leaving, the right response really is just drive safe, followed immediately by calling a lawyer. The gas station where her cards declined, she had to call Gladys to wire money while the kids waited in the car, confused why they couldn't get snacks. The employee later told me, small world, that Bianca threw her declined cards at the register and screamed about financial abuse while her kids watched. That's the thing about consequences. They don't care about your entitlement, they just are. Edit. Since people are asking, yes, she tried to drain the accounts the morning she left. The freeze had already kicked in. The $3,000 she spent on toys, personal credit card her mom co-signed. That bill's causing fights now. And no, I don't hate Bianca, I nothing her. She's just the person I have to co-parent with for the next 13 years. The kids love her, so I support that relationship, but I'll never trust her again.